is Spoonge.
And we're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 1 as they leave the gates. We'll see Godsent on the T side.
My heart racing, Chadney. I didn't know.
I'm trying to do my best Henry G impressions as we move forward.
No, this is the Henry G impression. One smoke grenade, one flashbang, a P250 on Crystal. That's how he does it.
Right.
All right, well, I'll do that better next time. Simple's pushing forward with the CZ here, greeted by Stiko, and well, the top side is looking busy.
Yeah, it's not too great for Perfecto. He's done well to find one. Lights out for Crystal. Double kill on Stiko. Flamey is patrolling that lobby for this after plant. Chances are Zen and Farley might want to push for info, and they're going to get more than they bargained for. Missing his shots. And time continuing to tick. No kit. Time will become a factor here, and they're trying to overwhelm Stiko. My God, he dropped straight down. They need this kill now, and he's done well to distract. All onto Zen. They know where he is. They can get on the bomb. He does well to find the first, but he knows Electronic's going to be babysitting this. He's not on the bomb yet. Interesting. Looks like they've got time. Navi will take their first.
Like the little baiting of the angle. Very nice. Yeah.
Good start.
Bad.
Yeah, good start. We will be having Skybox coming on through.
Right.
Not immediately, but it will be. I have the tools, I have the features, I have the ability. So we will be breaking things down for everybody as per the usual these days. I guess we can call it that.
Set a high standard, haven't you?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
I used to get knocked out of tournaments by a team called Euronics. We got sponsored by them now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
It was a German team.
Who was on that? That wasn't the Jelek lot, was it?
No, it was the one beneath them, but they were equally as dodgy.
We love German onliners. Back in the day. Back in the...
Now.
We got a German online right now. Oh, they just team mollied right there going up ladder. So these are early blunders right here from Navi. That hit a teammate. Didn't do any damage to anybody, but a bit of a flub to kick things off. So
so glad flub is in our vocab now.
Isn't it great?
Makes you think Flubber, though.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, go and do it. It's a great one.
Again, it's a bit of an age cap, I think. It definitely
Robin Williams
shows.
classic.
Yeah.
Didn't age very well?
No, it does. It's wonderful. I just think that the youth of today may not know its brilliance.
The TikTok gang.
Renegade, etc.
Renegade.
Yeah, different Renegade from Chad.
Okay, I was just thinking about a Counter-Strike team.
No. I'm out here living that TikTok
You know
life.
what's going on.
Yeah?
Lauren's got a finger on the youth pulse.
That sounds dodgy.
I didn't like the way that came out.
That wasn't brilliant.
That's okay, because we can carry on, and it's only round 2 into ramp room, and Stiko's lost his Galil, and Squanders another. Zen. And a dink. Yeah, this is problematic. Farley can't find Simple, and miss shot. Shouldn't be a problem. Farley, he's sticking around. He's got no way out. Simple just playing with his food here.
What?
And then the no-scope headshot.
Excuse me?
Neat and tidy. One of the neatest hit boxes and
Why is Flamey playing Deathmatch in Pro League right now?
Flamey? He's dead, Lauren.
Simple even.
Oh, Simple plays Deathmatch all the time.
I don't understand. Like, how is he just so consistently nuts at this game, though?
Loves a good fight. So does Maiden. That's a big shot right there. There is a door and a window to top side. There's the door.
Nobody's home. We got Boomich and Simple doubled up on ramp. Okay. Maiden to clutch.
He hasn't planted, so that's going to suck.
That does suck. Lots of steps and not allowed to leave his smoke. Okay. Yeah, that fake really cost him his chance. Minimal, admittedly, but recovered rifles. Navi going to be very happy with this start. 2-0 on the CT side of Nuke. Double kills on Simple. He's awake. It's all cooking.
Did make me giggle a bit seeing Flamey killing those people with the SMGs. We were watching a couple of Source movies, you know, to get the blood pumping, bit of 1.6, bit of Source, you know, watching people fly around and just seeing Flamey so casual. But like an SMG up against, what, it was, I think, Galil's? Was there an AK out? I don't know if there was.
There was an AK in Maiden's hands. There was 2 Galils in play.
And it's just like, it looks so easy for them. And Simple just toying with his food.
I feel like he was shooting into the wall so he could gauge exactly where his set crosshair was. You know how you had that friend who put blue tack on his screen? Like, that's essentially the same kind of thing.
Smart.
Maiden's gone for a hero AK again right now. Zen's brought in with some armor and a P250, so he's going to be chipping away and helping him. Stiko's made it so that the door, there you go, will have a hole come through with the Molotov. Doesn't have to shoot at all. So that's very, very wise of old Stiko. That gives him a hole to look through.
Okay, I know I'm a bit stupid. Where is that flag from?
I think it's Montenegro.
That's an awesome looking flag.
It is, isn't it? It is.
I haven't seen it in Counter-Strike before, so excuse my ignorance.
Not many Montenegrin Counter-Strike players.
No, but Simple making light work of that hero AK that was outside, and it just plays in electronic. Just a nice little crossfire. No opportunities found off the back of it for that, as I said, hero rifle that Madden did pick up. It could have been nice. It could have been a nice idea, but it looks like Navi playing a nice, calm, collected CT side. No overzealous pushing. They've got the bomb. Sticko.
Let me explain how he wins this, Lauren.
Okay, talk to me.
He doesn't.
Oh.
But it could start with a headshot. Nope, not to be. 3 kills for Simple. Electronic grabbing himself the last of the round. And just a nice 3-0 start. It is not going to be full rifles. I see a little problem for Maiden, but he's going to be grabbing himself the full SMG. You know what I would love? Oh, Chad, I remembered. It's Nuke. Remember Crystal was one of those gamers that was strafing over Mini and just running straight towards hell?
Yeah, indeed.
That was cool. They had like the supporting utility to set that Mac 10 up. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, look who's got the SMG, folks. Hello.
Alex, is your brain like clicked into gear?
Starting. Look, watch this.
Crystal's a very selfless in-game leader. He will do anything to set up his teammates. He understands that that's the best way to get him in the winning posture. So he will make a lot of sacrifices for his squad, and here's the first one.
Outside smokes for now, a different strategy. Crystal and Farley to be set up for a walk. Farley for secret.
So where does Crystal take this normally? Is he
typically? I mean, the specific move I was outlining was one where he actually bounces off Mini. You can great camera angle to explain it over Electronic's head, strafes left.
Oh, and
doesn't even take that fight and just pegs it for the flank. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
No worries. Now they haven't been spotted.
Yeah, and he can entry with this Mac 10, right? So Crystal is basically just a space maker for Maiden, unless Maiden wants to be the one going for the initial duel if he's feeling the fights. So that SMG means that Crystal can jump around, be a bit more of a nuisance, make it harder for the CTs. And he'll also be able to pick up a weapon in the flurry here. So they will be getting the lower bomb site, but they have to deal with Flamey, who's up on the railing, coming mainly through decons. So this will be an interesting one. Flamey could have a multi-kill here.
It's such a powerful angle as well, because you're shooting at his boots. Here we go.
On the way.
Oh, they swing though. And it's even Maiden and Crystal just swinging in. That's the AWP gone. Simple on that AUG, and he just rose. Or sprays down 3 of them. That was very easy, but not quite the conclusion of the round. Bomb in Crystal's hands and planted. Boomich will have to contend with Sticko from elsewhere. Perfecto descending that ramp. Now, he has made a step. Sticko cognizant of Boomich. What's the situation in the smoke department? Kits, but no smoke. Because Crystal's recovered his own, and he'll be playing around that.
Like that, isolating the fight allows him just to focus towards Boomich. That's quite nice. Sticko on the other side gets a little bit of a glimpse. So they're working it out. The CT's closing in, but
just molly it now. It's surely over.
There's safety here. It didn't feel too much of a threat. There we go. Boomich down. There's the molly you were talking about. And that's a mouse wheel jump you never love to see, I feel.
Save this AWP?
Yeah, he should be fine. So one of the curious things about that round right there was Flamey not having any idea that the door swung open. Now, I was looking at the radar as that happened, and there was another T-side player up top side next to the squeaky door. I can't check on Skybox if the door was opened or not by Sticko. But what I'm thinking maybe happened was they opened the door simultaneously, potentially.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. And I don't know how we would be able to capture that. I could just be talking out of my posterior.
As we so often do.
That's our job here, Chad. We'll make it sound good at least. I'm really excited about that Crystal Mac 10. I think you sparked a little bit of a memory there of him always kind of having these quite unique ideas, but this time around I wonder if he does get the opportunity to use it. Ooh. Simple on the other side though. That's going to be fun.
Ooh. Now, they did have a molly for this last time. Now, I wonder if he's going to try and smoke it out himself. Crystal's about to be throwing that in. He'll get a shot though. And he just chooses to take the fight. It goes 1 for 1. I don't think Crystal's complaining. Simple down, Farley frags 4 on 4.
And you guys were framing it. He will sacrifice himself for potentially the greater good. And I mean, taking down Simple after what he can achieve, probably a tick in the box. But Boomich is on this. That's going to be a nice pickup. That kind of keeps control of the map. That denies any sort of wondering or any curiosities. And you can still see Electronics in that filthy little angle. How do you remove this man cleanly?
Yeah, it's a really powerful spot. And of course, you see teams smoking out that warehouse when they're doing anything fast because of its existence.
Oh, he might catch Zen here. Converts.
What I'm seeing here, Chad, and I'll let this round play out, of course, it looks like there's still much for Sticko, only the 1.
Nice kill.
Now Maiden just has that bomb and 3 to find. Those Electronics in the warehouse, so lower's probably his best bet, but with the time present, he's just going to try and take this duel, making lots of noise in the process, and he moonwalks into Perfecto's FAMAS. But what I've seen so far, Chad, is actually interesting. It looks like Godsent have got all of the right ideas, but it seems that the CT side's timings and reads have been significantly more. You know, comfortable. The fact that Boomich could walk down, like you've done the hard part, right? You got your opening frag on the secret player, but then it's your AWPer walking down, clearing those close corners on his own, and Boomich gets one, and suddenly the round's over.
Yeah, so having the AWP player in that close corridor is not ideal, but it's not something that should necessarily fall apart so easily. So I think right now Navi are looking very solid across the board. Simple's had a couple of multi-kills already. The individuals look like they're really poised. They're not chasing against the low buy rounds. So it's all good signs as Maiden hits his head right there. But yeah, just to build more into that point, I think that Navi understand the serious nature of this. Maybe the coaches have done a bit of gesticulating to make sure...
Yeah, just to prove to themselves. I mean, it wouldn't be a hard speech to give, you know? Teach me Russian, I could motivate these guys. It's not hard. You just have to remind them what they're capable of, remind them how good lifting a trophy feels, and remind them that if they want to be doing it again when the world opens back up, then they need to maintain the form they had. And at the moment, we haven't seen glimmers, or we have seen nothing more than glimmers of the Katowice Navi. And there's another one of them, Boomich, patrolling the corridors, collects another head. Looking like 5 for Navi, unless Crystal wants to add another 2 to the tally.
He has time to work with. This isn't impossible.
Far from it. Where's that bomb at?
On the lowest side, so it's dropped just towards the shadow position.
Okay.
Now, he won't be able to isolate a duel here. He needs to bait them into a one-on-one fight on the site. Pushing into the window, opening the door straight into the mousetrap. Oh!
Bloody hell.
Well, it gets significantly harder now, right? Okay, options with 20 seconds left are kill both of them with 2 fantastic 1 deegs. As you swing the door open, neither of them react.
We love the idea of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, he's got the rifle. I like the off angle. Trying to find a way in. Gave it a good go. Well handled by the Navi duo.
5-1.
Yeah.
Quite quick here, off the mark. Rounds are playing out a little bit slower in the tail ends, but I feel like we're getting into the action early. We might see a pace change coming through from Godsent if their default with the AWP and the gun round towards Yard doesn't work, so they might just look to pick up more AKs and go fast. I wouldn't expect that to happen this early. It's still very, very early stages, but this is their map choice. We'll make sure we remind everybody of that. You can see in the top right what we have coming up next, which is Dust 2, Navi's pick. So Farley won't have the AK. It will be a top hit here. They're setting up. Well, it's going already.
Crystal's out and
his leg.
out. Yeah, did really?
Yeah.
Oh, on the gap. Boomich flashed. It's perfect. Stabilizing the aim into the top side. Electronic through the smoke court again. Maiden's done great work into the site. His flashbangs paired with Crystal's frags put Simple and Flamey into dire straits, and they shave a lot of time off that clock. We're at 90 seconds. Now the bomb's down. We just halved it. Yeah. Straight away into the ramp room. That's different taste for Navi.
And you said you wanted to see a pace change, and
Yeah.
I think they agreed with you. And honestly, it was wild seeing Crystal so ready to offer himself up, but the sacrifice, you know, made it off the table and had a little go back. 2 kills for him. He did very nicely there.
Yeah, it was not simple stuff. Just a nice little top hit there. And the fact that he was able to get away with multi-kills on that site, it's not normally what you want to be seeing from the CTs. They should be able to be trading, or at least grabbing an opening frag. So I might take a look back at that execute if I can get my little toys working.
It was a nice little flash. Was it from Maiden, I think, that came through? Because I think that's the one that caught, I think it was Boomich, potentially.
Yeah, I'm having a couple technical difficulties. This is
Oh, no.
story of my morning, I think. Still went to the trainer.
I can't believe you did that, to be honest, Chad. I couldn't believe. I thought it was all just jokes. I thought you were just puffing up your chest.
Of course I'm going to go.
9 a.m.
It was
PT
expected.
session after an early hours finish.
Yeah. Well, we were having fun last night.
Goodness me. I woke up at 1 p.m. and I'm tired today.
You couldn't have woken up at 1.
No, that's true. When did we have to go?
You must have woken up at 11.
10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I made the booking. I didn't want the guy to have to...
Don't want to waste his time.
No. Speaking of time,
Dramatic
time
music.
out. As there we go. So it looks like Electronic is at home. Lovely flowers there in the background.
What an arrangement.
Okay, so let's have a look here. You were talking about the books. I missed them. I wasn't part of the conversation.
It does look very studenty. Like that looks like that's a student, perhaps.
Okay. Well, 5-2. We're back underway.
Runny, boosty. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
That was very nice.
More of that.
This combo, the way that Electronic and Simple can play off each other with Yard and Lower and Main, I think that they are very, very potent at it. They have a very good dynamic.
Quite intimidating, isn't it? The
Yeah,
concept
just
of those
the
two.
names.
Yeah.
Hello and goodbye. Top site will be the threat. They are on significantly wounded pistols on this top side, but setting Simple up already for the opening frag. And they're just going to walk out contact. Perfecto just shoots him in the back of the head. No, 2, not 3rd. But the damage is done. It's inflicted. Maidens can't do anything, just bunny hopping into Electronic's warm embrace. 6 for Navi. And yeah, Simple Electronic, Chad's often painting that picture of what they're capable of. 20 frags between the two of them in 8 rounds of play. You've seen the run boost outside. Yard is really not going to be comfortable for Godsent if these guys have woken up on the right side of bed.
Farley did buy into an ult there, though, so maybe we get some more of his antics, Lauren.
I want to learn about this player, because you two seem to like the concept of it. You've seen something that clearly got you excited at some point, so I'd like to see what he does. Of course, it is a little tricky with, as you said, Simple and the gang playing as they do, but let's see what they're up to this round. And see where he takes that up, obviously. Oh, you don't like to see it. Oh, God, we're having a bit of a...
It's the ring rust, all right? It's their first official back since the player break. You know, they're just they're shaking it off. They're shaking it off.
Got it, got it.
And there he goes. He's found an opening onto Boomich for the smoke. So this is great. Crystal's found space out towards Yard. There's no rotation from the CTs just yet. They might not even have any idea that he is in this position.
Oh.
A ramp boost getting Simple up. Look at him. He's getting boosted here, there, and everywhere. Run boost, standard boosts. Maybe play some danger zone boosts. Stico, by the way, danger zone. He seems to think he's a scout player. We don't talk about the scout players, do we, Rush?
Are they the ones that get the big ranks, right?
Basically, Lauren, scout players are seen as kind of the underbelly of Danger Zone community. The kind of
Why wouldn't you use the tools that Overlord Daddy Valve gave you?
It's so cheap and so effective in the gameplay that it feels like it's a bit of a cop-out.
But if everyone can do it...
It's not fun, Lauren. That's the thing. It's not
fun killer.
We're trying to have fun
We're
here.
flying around the map with our fronts and our frexos.
You can fly around with them, right? Can you not?
You could, certainly, but people don't.
Lauren's trying to get under Rush's skin right now. I think it's working. So, late Yard smokes. 30 seconds remaining right now. No rotation to the lower site has come on through. They are heading towards ramp, and that is a massive trap because look where Simple is. He got that boost earlier. There you go. Oh, this is bad.
He baits him perfectly, and double kill. Round over, unless... Voice of Flash, and Zen does not. This is great work. Oh, wow.
Between him and Flamey, Alex, that was ridiculous. He just sets up the Flash, Simple, boom, turns it, comes back. He makes it look so easy.
He baited him exclusively. Like, he was not trying to hit any headshots there, and then he threw the supporting flashbang. That's 2 rounds in a row we've seen Navi give us prime examples of setting Simple up. Electronic run boosts him to find the first.
Yep.
And then in this round, again, a boost into the bait. Really nice to see Navi have refined that. Get to see that one again in the fly-through. So here they come. A draw, fire towards Flamey. The easiest 2 frags so far for Simple. Where does it come from? Boom. He turns anti, and he can get that one completely uncontested. Farley had no chance. He's left eye peeking with no teammates to distract. That's going to hurt. And that's 7 for Navi on the CT side.
It's been very easy at this stage. They've read Godsent in a couple of these rounds early. So let's see if Godsent on these upgraded pistols and that saved AK, which Crystal has thrown across to Maiden, can get anything done. Crystal had lower control there for so long. We saw him walk across the secret with like a minute left on the... Okay, another opening. So Boomich goes down again. He went down first last round, but it meant nothing. This time round, they will be making their way through secret. Oh.
Oh, you saw them hit the brakes there. It looks like they've managed to weather that storm. Farley on the Glock Eco, or as Chad likes to call it, the Glico.
There's still no one... never mind. Yes, there is. Flamey. Flame Dogger.
Yeah, the Hound.
He's hearing at least one.
So loud, but it's only one man making that noise. And it has not incited any CT rotates. Any pushes for info?
Yeah, they're pushing Yard right now, so they're clearing all of Yard. They're actually going to come down secret with a flank from 2 individuals. That's going to be Electronic and Perfecto.
Flamey, here we go. All right, so gets a fair amount of work done. As you said, everyone from the CT side is so close by, so Maiden's going to have to do some big work here. Bomb now down. Bear in mind, though, Farley only does have that Glock. They didn't have a great deal here, so it's all Maiden. Oh, the timing could be great here. They're focused on it. Do they still check? Of course they do. Meticulous in approach, but he makes good work of that. He did really well. 3 kills, but Diffuse comes in. Again, Navi make it a little dicey, but they are 8-2 up here.
Keeping it close at least. That's the positive signs with Plant going down. Money will be coming on through. Farley will be able to buy that AWP, but one of the successful rounds they've had is that top hit. So let's see if they want to go back to that. I think Navi might have a better stake in that one. But also we need to keep in mind that Boomich has died first in the last 2 rounds and they haven't been able to make anything of it. So that is a really good sign on the T side of Nuke if you're finding an opening pick. But you need to be able to convert a round like that. So Simple with 17 kills.
I feel like he's been kind of the dissuading factor for it, though. It's like, yes, they got, opening picks here and there, then he'll go and do something dirty at ramp, or he'll get that, a 4K here or there.
A gap in the smoke.
Yes, there is, and Simple's watching this.
And he's got the perfect weapon for this job. Seeing Simple clearly has done his homework during that player break. He seems to have found an affinity for the AUG at times. A situational weapon can be plied perfectly for his trade outside. I mean, he's an AWPer who can buy a cheaper one with similar benefits to hold the angles when he's not against AWPers.
Much more versatile, isn't it? Here as you
That's
see
the
him
word.
rotate in, he gets a chance with Flamey. A crossfire setup again, this time in the lower side.
I like it. He could even nade off the doors. Let Flamey just be positioned in the off angle, blow him up. This is all fictitious. Now,
Oh, Farley.
he likely would win that duel if Simple was to swing it on the sound cube, but what on earth are they doing? They're hitting pause for Sticker, who's... there we go, door. Simple has the sound cue in the barrel.
Oh, dear.
That should be a problem.
I'm just scared that Simple still somehow wins that fight. There is no way he should. He doesn't. Nice work by Farley to find Simple, but there's more players down this side, and the CT side...
Who's in vents?
Got Flamey over here.
Okay.
You got the double stack on ramp. I don't know how the CT's crossed unless they find individual fights that Flamey gonna fall back towards the side, little underhand, keeps him humble, slows down the T's again. We're at 20 seconds now?
Yeah, this is going to get messy. Farley's caught out again in transition. Stico was supposed to be the lurk, and now, well, with 14 HP, he descends the ladder in 10 seconds. It's a real dire strait to find himself. Maybe he can go and hold the line. Someone will walk on into his crosshair. It's more about survival for him.
I'm a little bit perplexed. Godsent with so much room, and then they're so inactive.
I didn't know what that pause was intended for.
It's happened a couple times now, hasn't it?
Waiting for a misstep from Navi,
Potentially,
I
but Navi are rotating very, very tidily right now. You're seeing the packs moving around the map with 2. They're not getting strung out. And once the information has been taken from Godsent, or sorry, the map control, then they're not making any noise elsewhere. So it's indicative that the whole team is basically where they've shown their cards. So they're able to just set up, and then as they hit the site, be in position, be ready to fight, and it's looking great for Navi here. So this is not good start for Godsent, but great for the Russian/Ukrainian squadron.
It's a stark contrast as well to the the Counter-Strike we've been seeing a lot of recently. For example, Heroic were playing this type of style where often fakes were a crucial component in their play. And you saw the benefits that had, right, Lauren? You saw how often the planting of the seeds of it could be another one of them were crucial to and integral to a successful T side.
And I love the way they were able to exploit those rotations. They catch him so often. It's quite pacey from Sticker here. They've done this pace change, though, both times coming out of these pauses, and it seems as though they're ready once again. This time, though, Flamey does get overrun. That's not bad, but Simple's here. Last time, he was the kind of stopper of all this. However, the T's have a bit more utility, a molly or 2 to just keep him off the angle, and they do take over ramp. Crystal, this is brave.
Lucky timing.
My word, you couldn't ask for more if you're Crystal.
Just crossed. Completely dry. Farley and Zen down from ramp room as well. Boomich is getting locked into a very rough situation. Sound cues from both sides here. And found by Zen. Big round coming in from the Finn. Looks like they can convert this. Godsent a necessary third, unless Simple wants to rock the bow. It does seem like he's finding heads. Good, precise shot to finish. The triple kill for Zen into the third for Godsent. And they've been very sparsely distributed. I mean, just taking a look at it, it was the 4th, the 7th, and the 12th, respectively. They haven't strung anything together. This would be a fantastic opportunity to start doing so. Take a look at the Navi funds. Even now, there's some sacrifices that have to be made. Should they concede this, we could be looking at a realistic 5, maybe even a 6th.
Yeah, considering how this one's puttering along, it doesn't actually feel that bad. It just is an odd pacing. So let's see if Godsent feel a bit more inspired now after that one. Some individuals getting a say in the round. Oh, that was very far forward from Electronic. He stuck his nose out and no one was home. He's lucky to get away with his life right there. So he's dipped all the way back. Forced a reaction out of Godsent, who now just have everybody in lobby setting up for probably this top hit yet again. We've got one player up ladder. We've got Boomich in the site with the MP9 playing spoiler. It's important that Boomich is able to get a couple kills here because they're about to be in his face.
Ooh, and he's getting pushed as well. Does well to get away, inflicts some damage to Farley. Eventually found Perfecto, finding some great shots into the site, softens up Crystal, but that doesn't stop him. The German gets himself a third. Now Flamey wondering where it's all gone wrong. He makes it better. My goodness, a quick transfer on the descent. Farley scratching his head. He's in a 1v1 now. Flamey can bring this straight back to double digits.
I can't believe he... Oh, how low 6 HP left on Farley. That was something else. I guess while they were expecting the dust to settle, maybe, you know, a little bit of a cautious play back in on it. No. He just drops down, doesn't he? Takes the fire on all of them. But I still can't believe the start as well coming out from just flying out towards Outer, trying to get all the information. Crystal popping off. He seems to be having droves of success towards his upper bomb site. He almost won it. I think he did pretty much garner the victory last time around, and here he did very well until, of course, it had to be clutched out in the end.
That right there was just a contact play onto the site with a couple of people in the back lines with utility to throw once contact was hit, and it was a simple approach, and it worked very effectively. It was close round. Flash coming into Hut. Farley can't deal with that. Perfecto getting away with a freebie. Eventually traded on out. Godsent surely should be getting themselves a fifth here.
Should do. I don't see many worlds where they drop it, but I'm looking to see if there's anyone trying to make something happen. I guess Simple on the boost could be something, but everyone else quite low. I mean, we've got CZs, no armor, no nades, nothing else to try and, you know, manipulate the round with. So see if anything more comes of this one. Boomich already taken down to what, 65, spotting out Flamey. They're unraveling this in a smart, efficient way, it feels.
There's no panic going on from the Navi, from the Godsent side of things either. They're just staying very, very calm, very, very cautious. Taking the shots that are given to them. But if it is towards ramp, it is the danger man.
Don't build it up. It can't surely. With 12 bullets in the clip, he shouldn't be able to get anything done. And he doesn't. Crystal not going to be fooled by the same trick twice. Instead, they have plenty of space, weaponry favoring them, and don't do the Godsent pause. I know it looks good. You have an advantage. Just go as a unit. Keep that time favorable. Smokes deployed. We're all sorted here. Yeah, okay, so now there isn't a weapon to be retrieved. I think that's what the scouting mission from Electronic and Boomich have been looking for, and Mac-10 has been recovered.
Not the greatest.
Certainly not ideal.
It is a bit of a Boomich special, though. He does love those SMGs. If you remember the game back in Katowice at the start of the year, when Navi were victorious over G2 in that best-of-5 grand final, he was going beast mode on Nuke. He was doing some dirty, dirty things, I think. If you want to go back and watch that map, it will give you a clear indication of the type of Counter-Strike that we saw that day. Flamey going ham at ramps with spams, getting an ace. Was it with a Galil?
Yeah, I think he got 2. I think he got 4 kills with one and then 5 with the other. 1 mag of his Galil killed 5 people. It was definitely exciting to see, and Navi are on the way to doing a similarly powerful CT side finish. Have all the weapons and bells they need. It will not be ideal.
I really want to see more from Farley. I like the concept.
To Dust Tour, okay?
Maybe
I oversold him going into...
No. I think Nuke's going to be a hard take whichever way you look at it, right? But he's been really shut down, and I'd love to see what he can really bring to the server. I think it's exciting to see new players. You know, I want to see what he can do once he gets the opportunity. No AWP this time around on the rifles, and we've got the early nade, early smoke, and we're going straight through. Sticko this time going to stick it, makes it out. Boomich going to be on red alert here.
Yeah, catches him in the smoke. That was half. Oh my goodness! I was going to say luck. Crystal going for brute force. You can hear so many steps. He wants to address it. This is just lambs to the slaughter. The Lemmings supposed to be nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Farley's got the bomb down the vents, but now pivoting back towards Secret as the casualties have stacked up and got a little out of control, a little out of hand. Simple could get caught unawares here, and the same could be said for Zen. Farley on the round the world tour.
Prove something to Lauren right now, Farley. Come on, win a 1 on 5. None on 5. He tried.
He certainly did, and we will continue to try. Sponge the MVP of the first half, and we'll be right back with the second.
So...
feel the same way I used to do. Every time I see you, I know the truth. 'Cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you ran away. I've been living in the shadows for a while. Demons calling me from the afterlife. Dark doesn't faze me anymore. I can see my tears into gold. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, no, I don't care. Yeah, yeah. I don't care. I said, 'cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you ran. I know people come and go away, away. Sun is low, that's my time to shine again, again. 'Cause baby, every fucking time you play me, what you finna There's no defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck. Too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? 'Cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? 'Cause you not my team pop. My team pop.
Welcome back from the break. You are joining us for ESL Pro League season number 12. Would you bloody believe it? And we've got Navi taking on Godsent. Map number 1, Nuke's going at a relatively slow pace, but hopefully you're not lonely or bored at home.
10-5, though, actually isn't as condemning as some of those rounds felt. It looked like when Navi win, it's extremely convincing. You see your big rounds, you see your combinations, but actually 10-5 gives room. It may not be a great deal of room, but it's enough to build something from.
It certainly is, and it does seem true to trend. These teams have played 5 times this year, and over the course of those 5 challenges, it's actually all throughout the same tournament. We saw Navi best them in 4 of those 5 maps. However, 16-13, 16-12s were not uncommon. Godsent have been getting close, however, absent the cigar. We're into our second half of our first map.
Indeed.
Let's get into it.
Now, what I just noticed there, as we had Stico adjusting his little camera, I think he's doing some content. I think he's got his little
He's jiggy.
Yeah, he's setting it up, recording himself. Might sit on his YouTube,
Hold
but
on.
we're going top.
Yeah, we are, and we're going fast. Looking for the early frag. Simple. Is he on the raid boss setup? My God, I haven't seen that in a while. A Tech 9 armor pistol. And, well, his team has evaporated around him. That's the end of that. Maiden does manage to grab himself an important second, and the same can be said for Godsent. They'll be needing that one.
I like Crystal's hair and posture.
He has a branded crystal pillow on his sofa.
Ooh.
Now, I
Could be,
can't...
like a present from like a significant other of some variety.
I was playing World of Warcraft the other day, Chad.
Of course.
And we were on Discord because it was a +22 key, you'd understand.
Ah, yes, yes.
And
What are the affixes?
it was a good question. I think we're on this Tyrannical week for sure. So
Okay.
pretty tough on the boss
Yeah,
fights.
it's not easy.
The bloody pixies and wizards.
Yeah, but my name in game is YS.
YS.
And now it's very important to kick certain spells. It's an interrupt, right? You know, don't let that through. And they kept calling me East, but I didn't realize I was East. So when they said East, take first kick, I didn't take the first kick. And I said, it's okay, guys.
+22?
Just call me Machine. And they were like, Machine, what is that? That's such a bad name.
Wow.
So I actually have been laughed at by World of Warcraft nerds for my Machine nickname.
Okay.
I added them on Real ID, and they were like, oh my God, your name is actually Machine. That's so sad.
What was their name?
I don't know, Madion or something?
Oh, well, they shouldn't bully you for things like that.
I agree.
Like,
my feelings.
Ah.
10-7, nice quick pickup. Nothing too much to write home about. The fact that they did lose some of their weapons to those Glocks, certainly not going to be an A+ on their report card.
I'll give him an A-. It's still pretty clean.
You know, Chad, I realize you said you like his posture and his hair. It's because he kind of looks like you, isn't it? Like,
Chad is extremely vain. I don't think people realize. He pretends he's not. He does this thing where he's like, that's not me. But deep down,
I mean, Chad's definitely not one to shy away from the acknowledgement of ego.
I have a massive ego.
He loves it.
And
I swim in it.
Please tweet him that you like his hair or he was funny today. His
I need
tan looks
attention.
good.
I need attention.
Mention his tan. He'll like that. He'll like that a lot.
Well, it's not got much of one left, unfortunately.
That's why you got to ham it up a bit.
Farley, missing and tagging.
Come on, Farley.
It's not the dunk he was hoping. Oh, come on, he's getting a bit hungry
Come on, Farley.
Bit hungry for that one.
Oh.
Zen, in the meantime, is getting tested. Stiko the same. It was actually through the door. Flamey managed to tag towards the mini position. But Simple, the casualty that does look like it's put Godsent in good stead.
Yeah, I want to see what the T's do with this now. They've got a little bit of room to work with, but looking at Electronic, I think they're a little curious after those, deep nades coming in and that pressure towards the outside area. Flamey obviously over by Squeaky, and for now, the CTs hold a great deal of the keys to the castle here.
Looks like the L block smoke's coming on out towards the yard position. No, it's just for main and one for warehouse. So Zen will be on the receiving end of this. He is on low HP. And he's going to see that nothing's home, but because of the low HP, maybe he won't peek. Yes, he will. So the teammates flash. It does a lot. Electronic will have that Q coming through. Boomich is selling a bit of a dog and bone over here towards ramp, and it's going to be a top hit. I know that means phone.
Phone?
Yeah, he's doing. I'll explain it later.
Yeah, okay.
I'm excited.
It's a fake call, I guess.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, all right, I got you. Nice from Maiden. Very important fragging. Still looking to turn the tides is Flamey, and he's on for a third. Now we are on to something. Does try and take him down. The trade comes in. That's a huge turn of events for Navi. Oh, Flamey. He saves the day in the loss of Simple. Electronic wasn't pulling the frags. It was Flamey to save the day. And yeah, he's right to be in the center of your screens for that 11th conversion.
Nice stuff from him, Flamey. He's one of the individuals on this team that seems to be in flux quite a lot. We never can find a consistent Flamey. If we could, we would talk about a star trio. We would talk about Simple, Electronic, and Flamey. But Flamey, unfortunately, never really lives up to that title on a consistent basis. So let's hope that he can give us something today to scream and shout about as we get some smokes over towards Yard very, very quickly. The bomb is on the back of Electronic, and he is also heading in that direction.
This horrible buy.
They already have lower control on Boomich, who's made it down the vent. So the rotations are cut off in that part of the map. Crystal taking lobby control, so they know it will be the lower hit coming on through.
Yeah, and to get this information fast is beneficial considering the weapons. They wouldn't get themselves into favorable duels. I love this spot from Stiko. The one problem... Okay, so Farley's got his back. Oh, we are set. This looks strong. And the only gap now is if Farley goes down. Oh, no armor. That one really leaves a mark. Sicko's going to have to fall off it. He had Decon on lock. Now a reload. That could be a perfect cue for them to hit the go button. They are swarming into the side now. Sticko's overwhelmed. Oh, and Crystal couldn't do a thing. Maiden's only got the shotgun. If he can find Electronic, no. Zen and a very low HP. Farley, just Zen, necessary. Now all onto Electronic, very winnable. Very, very attainable for Electronic. Bomb retrieval, step 1. A frag onto Zen, step 2. And step 3, faking out Farley. He is going to be descending that ramp. Low HP, no armor. AWP, though. And Electronic, will he be able to scurry away? He's going top side. Vadrom. We do need to get rid of this. That means why?
Sorry, guys.
It won't happen. It's just I've been doing a lot of German today, or yesterday.
This is so hard for Farley to win right now.
Yeah, he's screwed. No kit, no armor.
Because he lost track of him. He was playing in rotation, so there's no point even looking for this. To try and find Electronic, it's like finding a needle in a haystack in that lower sight. So do I need to explain that? Dog and bone, phone, fake?
It's just, it's a reach for me, it felt.
Sorry,
I'm
trying new things.
No, it was quite nice. It was just like a lot of mental steps that I'm a bit slow at.
Certainly.
I thought you said that you were on form today when I was saying that Alex and I are slow.
Sure, I'm just saying that my average is still slow.
Dog
So maybe we're all on par.
phone. You would just say the first word in Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah.
Just say he was on the dog. And then if you'd said you're going up the stairs, it's apple and pears, you'd say, I went down the apple.
Maybe think of a pub. Oh, it's just down the apple.
Just down the apple.
Okay, well...
Where's the toilet? Where's the bogs? It's down the apple, mate.
Okay, all right. Well, I would never last living in your crazy country.
It's not real. It's just a fictitious, fun language that still exists and is spoken by some in the same way Welsh is.
I enjoy it. It's fun. It's just confusing, and I'm confused at the best of times. So
Sorry.
I get that real life social anxiety, and in a place where they're making up.
We're having a breakdown here.
Existential
I
crisis.
can join in if you want. I've got a lot of this to go around, and Farley might be having a bit of a time recently because he's dead again.
And the orb's gone, so he saved it for another shot, and unfortunately for him, he won't be getting a crack in this round right here. So Navi looking to break through with 13, just need to evade these pistols.
Oh, Crystal. Where is the orb? Is it up top?
It's just behind him, so... Oh, no, you're right, it is up top.
Oh, bloody hell. It's all gone peak.
Gosh, can we look at the orb?
Off he goes.
Hey.
Oh, it's right in the middle too. It's not even like an easy...
A jump E?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Gosh, you with us? You haven't said anything. I tried to speak to you before.
Yo, what up?
Oh, there we go.
Look at this. Oh, Flamey's up here. Never mind.
Yeah, what up? Wait,
look.
go back.
He's going up. Oh.
What is this observer?
I
Alex,
catch kill.
Flamey was on the roof. Chad clearly communicated it was Flamey wanted to watch, and then we sit there and watch someone
Sticko
die.
kill one. No, maybe.
You think Sticko's going to get this kill?
Hold.
Go on.
Wait.
I'd be watching Boomich if I'm honest.
No, stay with Sticko, Rush.
Boomich for sure gets this frag. Bro.
No way.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, he's jumping over that box.
All right, let's have a look. Oh, well.
I'm glad you trust me for once, Rush. Jesus.
Nice, guys.
All right, we're going to get rid of that for now. It's clearly too much for him to speak
Name's
and
Rush.
observe.
Don't call him that.
Sorry.
The guy under the
Christ.
stairs.
Harry Potter, wheel him out for a show and then put him back in.
I love him. I
Christ.
love him dearly, but clearly I know I'm the third wheel in the danger zone relationship.
I'm not
us
even
two.
involved.
No, and I'm just grateful to have any sort of attachment to that wagon. It's very fun. Rush is very good. But I know that like when the HLTV podcast is on, I boot up my PC because I know Rushdie needs a replacement friend.
It's worse when he gets another friend in who's just completely different to any of them. For now, those CTs are still on a bit of a shoddy buy, of course. We do see the CZs, what have you. Scout for Farley.
Ooh, here we go.
Boomich, nice and quick. Let's see if Rush is on the right person. He is. Nice choice.
Oh, you're going to really upset him, guys.
Oh, shut up.
I know you think it's all in good fun, but Rush takes his job very seriously.
Okay, who's known Rush longer here, Chad? You talk to me like I wasn't the one who knew Rush before, yeah? So let's roll it back in. He's played a bit of Danger Zone, and now he's trying to pretend to be the good man here. Calm it down, mate.
Interesting smoke here from Sticko. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I think it was. I think he was using it so he could peer over as a one-way because it's thrown between...
Is it on the ladder and he underhanded or something?
It's somewhere under the ladder position that he's thrown it into a rafter there, and I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. It could be a cool little CT smoke to peer in over like a one-way.
Should we pretend it's intentional until we can find out? Because it seems like a really nice idea.
We had one last season, Lauren, no joke.
Oh,
So Nico came out mid and he missed through his nades, but the smoke, it landed and it covered off the window position.
Like, oh, that's sick.
It worked perfectly for the strat they were running. And we're like, Nico, so you did this and da-da-da-da-da.
That was great, I love that.
And I asked him, he's like, nah, I just missed through him. I was like, it's all right, mate, we sold it. We sold it like it was intentional.
Sometimes you got to, right? If it works,
it all made
it's
sense.
ingenious.
We're into the real business end, the pointy end of Stat Track Doppler. They're still in
he's in trouble.
Yeah, this is the topside take. Maiden again,
ashes.
delivering in the doubles. He's burning in the molly. He will be overwhelmed by Perfecto, but damage inflicted, keeping things level. The rotation, and oh, that's embarrassing. Farley jumping down into the Molotov and broke his legs and broke the back of this Godsent defense. Sticko on an island, walking now into the electronic crosshair, collect a rather simple frag. And speaking of the devil, he's just planted.
Oh, this is for 15, so Zen, it kind of feels like he has to go for it. They had 3 low buy rounds in a row. And now, with the guns out, he's getting himself an AK. He's dropping down the vent. He has to go for it. They need to convert something. This is over quick.
Come on.
This is the angle I was talking about that I really like from Sticko. I think more players are starting to play it.
He likes it.
Yeah, it's so hard to push him off. And that's a prime example as to why I'm glad we stuck with Zen there, just because you can see how little of Simple was visible. You're getting shot at by his boots. Really quite frustrating.
Interesting. I do like the way that kind of, you certainly bring up a fair amount, but like the right type peaks, the positioning, how aware people are now of like player models and how to kind of approach it. It's quite fun. Maiden's made a bit of an impression, I feel, during this game. I was obviously looking towards Farley as being like one of the names I don't know and hoping he could do well.
I'm sorry.
It's not on you. Again, he's just had a rough game, but Maiden seemed quite exciting to watch.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the bigger names here on this Godsent roster. Okay, last-ditch attempt for Godsent.
He's going to push on the reload, I reckon. Crystal's feeling it. There it is.
Such a risk.
Okay.
He got spotted.
Yeah, okay.
Is that bomb on Simple?
It is.
I mean...
He's a brave boy.
Yeah, he's
one of the bravest.
Yeah.
How many kills does Simple have right now?
I saw 21, like, almost on the half.
26.
So.
Electronics up there, close to 20 as well. So it is the show that we're looking for, right? All the names are in the order they're meant to be.
Right.
19 there, as you can see on your screen. They are lining up their smokes potentially, just slowing this one down. They know they're up against this weaker buy. MP9s have been called on through, but maybe Maiden can get something done again. Has the M4, the best weapon on the side of things for Godsent here. So let's see how this one tapers on out now as we just cracked the minute mark.
I did like the trainer flashes they had going in towards upper. They were beautifully done, but for now, it's a little bit of a different look. Utilizing the smokes for once on the outside area. Down they go. That hit, so I don't know if they were close enough to hear it, but they certainly consider this, because look at that CT side. Already primed in position, Maiden the man we're just talking about. In a good spot here to try and make something happen. Plays in Zen. He gets a little bit of job started, but it feels like it's all for nothing. Crystal, though,
Going top side. Yeah, Perfecto's got a completely wide open sight. Flamey to guard the vents. Bomb uncontested. Farley only with the scout. It certainly does not bode well for the three remaining Godsent fraggers. This was Godsent's map pick, hoping to exploit some weaknesses they'd identified within the Navi map pool, and it seems that they definitely have had their breakfast this morning, looking good, looking poised, looking like the right names, as Chad has outlined, are in the right place. And so, really, maybe Farley can find a way in, and a missed shot from one does give him a second bite with the scout. Now a lot of work for Flamey to do and overwhelmed. There's Farley in the feed, and he has got time for the kit. This one does not end, and that's off the back of the scout retaking top site. You don't get to say that very often.
Was it Flamey lost alive then? Or
was, yeah.
I felt like he was almost just like out of it at that point. You're playing back in with like, you know, lighter weapons, but then he had to kick into gear in that casual 1v3 that came out of nowhere. I think that was very unexpected. I don't think you, as I said, you can't predict the scout to bang out too, but it's Crystal over in towards the vents. And here we go. I get to see it from this perspective. Let's have a look, see how it is. Because these are hard shots. They're in weird angles too.
There we go.
Nice.
First duel, and then he had the movement speed. Perfecto couldn't track him. That's really, really, really good shots. And just hunting him down with that AK for a clean headshot and the retake. Lovely. Okay, 8. I like that from Godsent. They had plenty of cash, though, on the Navi bank accounts. 12K or so before they started this round on some of their higher fraggers. So Zen's off on his way towards the secret area. In fact, he might be in the jiggle with the smoke, it seems. Down they go. That's enough. 2 descending. Love to see if Zen's going to drop that smoke now. Just playing that pixel gap, so now. Thank you, Rushley. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Now, Navi have previously had an issue with time. This doesn't seem like it's been anything worth talking about in this map.
And I'm honestly quite glad to see it. I hate the 20-second gamble it in, and it works when you have someone like Simple and Electronic, or, you know, these players popping, but it's a dangerous game to play, but it hasn't been a conversation today. Zen?
Bomb spotted. Zen's done so well. He gets away from Farley. Yeah, he's done fantastic work. Look at their health. Should be set for 9. Now down to Stiko and Zen to confirm it. Electronic to try and right the ship, but unfortunately, Stiko's here. Double kill, puts a 9th on the board for Godsent. Happy to upgrade to an AK as well. Better. Money, it didn't quite get to catch it before we get to look at the lovely Martin. Is it Stike or Steek?
I say Stiko, so...
Yeah, so we just call him Stiko.
Yeah, I guess. They never really tell us how the name's meant to be pronounced. Even when we give them opportunities, they say, yeah, call us whatever you want. So.
Okay, Farley needs to join the... we'll add him to the list of players that play with direct sunlight on their monitor. Like, for some reason, that's like a gaming fad that's back.
It's a new one.
It's a new one, yeah. I know back in the days when we were all basement dwellers, it was much more about being able to see your screen. I guess the sunlight a priority for some.
You need your vitamin D. It's very important.
You can take it in pill form.
Yeah.
Swallow the D.
Alex. It's too far. Boomich. trying to play the fine balance of not going too far himself. It's a dangerous game, of course, as he knows there's players outside. Farley's on 1 HP, barely alive at this point and holding the most tiny of angles to play it safe.
1 HP.
I do like this from Navi, though. It feels like they have more direction in the way that they've been approaching their T rounds. When they had the low buys before, they kept it super neat and tidy. They dropped 0 kills in 2 rounds back to back, and that's not normal when you see Navi in the server. It's much more chaotic and last minute, and they look more methodical, like they're switched on here today.
Yeah, much more reminiscent of the Navi we've seen in offline showings. More restrained, more on the pulse. Good chance for Maiden. He's done so well previously on their topside takes. It falls to Crystal, quickly traded. Simple on the warpath, a big frag from Stiko, but my God, we're catching all of them. Dramatic into the topside. Farley with only 1 HP. What can you do? He's been spotted out by Flamey's angle, but he does enough to draw his attention. They've got 42 health between them. Boomich to clutch, 20 seconds, and Zen, they know he was around main. He's going to go and play the CT vent here.
I quite like this. Boomich maybe assuming that Farley isn't going to peek too much. 9 seconds, he's on the run. Zen waits out, just cautious in case he's being baited in the vent.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Has he made it?
Yeah. I think he's just got it. Oh, Boomich. Farley, the 1 HP clutch. Bloody hell.
Imagine if he fell and crated.
Oh, shut up.
Imagine. Imagine. And then we would just have to sit here until the bomb detonated. That would be wild. I'd love that, actually. That'd be an interesting end to a round.
You want that, do you?
Well, no, not for Godsent. I just want it to be, it would be a spectacle.
A unique one.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm liking the spectacle. I'm trying to have fun these days, Lauren. That's the thing that I neglected in my life for a period of time, so I thought that'd be fun.
It's a short word, however, a very complex concept. Boomich picking his nose more than he should.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we've got the recliner back. I saw you over at Clone, and we have the Plague Doctor in the house. Welcome.
Okay, so Navi will be scrapping together a bit of a buy here. Now that we've hit double digits for Godsent, this starts to become even more possible. Looks like they're going to posture for one of those top hits that you liked before there, Lauren, but a bit of misdirection thrown on in for good measure. Yard smokes are out, and the top hit could be coming on through any second. Here we go.
I love a Tech 9. Let's see if it can do any more damage. It kind of fell a little flat with the raid boss. The Simple was. Now Crystal turned away, does well, but it does set up Simple to do that. 2 big kills, and he does have the bomb as well. How many responsibilities can one man have?
Yeah, I'm not sure how Maiden's going to get himself back out of that. A smoke does look enticing. Zen, no armor. Same cannot be said for the rest. That's peculiar. Nice work for Stiko. Maiden yet to come up that vent still. Time on this. There is a kit on both of the remaining CTs as the Electronic keeps it level. Oh, Maiden distracted. Flamey couldn't connect the bullets. Electronic's got a good lot of suppressing fire and beheads him. Needs to defuse now. Maiden's running out of time, running out of options in the tag. He's drawing more fire, more time out of the Maiden clutch. This is enough. This is survival. And it should be enough for the 16th. I don't think he's got time. Oh my goodness. On the tick. Last tick defuse. And Godsent will play again.
Take a bit of a breath right there. That one was close. But this is good. It means the Godsent are finally warming into things, right? This is their map choice. This is the battlefield that they selected to be taking Navi on. And it didn't look great in the early stages. Navi looked like they were running away with this one right here. But after some good plays, remember we had Farley on the scout. We've got Maiden right here. You got Crystal holding his breath. There we go. Just a clap. Just a clap, not a yell. Keeping himself composed right there.
Back in we go, I guess. Started all over again. I guess Navi are getting flustered, it feels like, almost, as Crystal tries to exploit that. Finding Simple. You're going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, very nice AK from Flamey there. He's done some creative skin choices. He's got the green gloves to go with it. The hydroponic.
Loves gardening.
Yeah.
It's a green thumb.
A green thumb, certainly. Just like my grandma.
Farley's starting to wake up a little here, but had a bit of a shocker of a half coming online now. The clock's starting to dwindle a little, so they check on it. Oh, they do, but not particularly well. Boomich comes right back in, and the CTs are getting very pushy here.
Very pushy. Godsent have the man advantage thanks to Farley's flashed frag. Now bomb will be scooped on up. He's got 40 seconds alongside his partner Electronic going for a walk in the yard. Stretching his legs, getting his step count up. Playing me a little more stationary. Will have to be topside.
Time.
Yeah. But I think this is exactly what they're hoping for. They're hoping Zen gets caught slipping.
Oh, now it's open.
Event, he can swing in. Flame's not checking it. Electronic was his responsibility. And again, Maiden has been the shining light for Godsent on this CT side. Any top site actions, 90% of the time have been shut down by some multi-kills from Maiden.
Isn't that insane, though, that the setup they went for was, you sit behind CT vent, I'll sit on top of hut with my head exposed to main, and if I die, you kill both of them?
That was the strat.
But honestly, that is the set that he's put himself in risk, knowing that could happen. So there's a lot of pressure put on Maiden right there. It's not the ideal setup, obviously, in those situations when you lose track of players. It's hard to make the right call.
Top or ramp. Okay, 2 outside. Interesting. So Tech-9 Armor util. They are nading off the door. They want to go down, I think.
Yeah, Puggy boys. Let's see what they can do with it. Don't mind it at all.
Down we go. This could be a quick one. Sound cues are plenty. Zen heard it, trying to get across. There is a potential for a second smoke. Finally, we'll start calling for the rotate. Bomb's there as well, but there is a molly. You might hold them back. Look how much space! He's already being sicko to the punch, but nice weapon. Work with the weapon.
Sticko just out on an island now. He's the one taking all these fights. Maybe he has to be a little careful. He is low. You'd like to see him stay at... Wait. Oh, okay, that was Simple.
Right,
I was so confused. I was so confused that was Flamey. Simple now, though. Got the first... Oh, Christ!
Okay.
Simple. Someone stop him. Thank you, Crystal. Please don't let that ever happen again. I'm scared of him.
More of that.
I'm scared of him.
More of that.
15-13.
That's the type of Counter-Strike I want to see. I want the crazy CS. I want the headshots.
You want the headshots?
I want the 360 no-scopes.
60 no-scopes.
I just need to see more action like this. And look, it's together beautiful, perfect weapon for the job. The best Deagle in the game. That one is better than the Deagle Blaze, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee you.
Is it more expensive?
I don't know, but I'm just saying it is out of my opinion and then doubling down.
Because he owns it.
So we've got 6 in a row right here for Godsent in the tail end of map number 1. They've been able to battle back in quite a fashion, and Navi with Simple on 32 kills, Electronic on 22, Flamey even hitting some absolute bangers, have been so close on so many occasions to getting across the line here. It always just feels like there's just that one little step further they need to go, and then they'll break Godsent. So their options are now limited. 2 more cracks at it. Max loss bonus will be in play. They need to get the bomb down on this round here, even if they lose it, to make sure they get a good buy going into what will be round number 30 of the game. So keep that in mind. On the other side of things, you can see Cash is still quite strugglesome for some. Crystal down there on the MP9, but the rest have rifles. Farley on the AWP.
Oh, don't worry, Chad. They're getting a good buy in this round. You know what I'm saying? 1 round is all that separates Navi from the first in this best of 3. Godsent's pick, however, closing that gap, some consecutive rounds, 6 in consecutive row from 23 to 28. A different lineup for Perfecto, or he's just waiting. Okay. So that's 2 of 3, missing the 3rd component, now flying in from elsewhere. Zen, smoked off.
A lot of smokes.
Yeah, he plans to try and push this though, and Electronics respecting the smoke. Oh, that's enough. He sees him, knocks him off, and gets away with 3 HP. That's a big find.
This is madness to me. I feel like Navi just keep running to a brick wall, honestly. It's very impressive from the CT side. I really thought this game was over, if I'm completely honest. I thought Godsent just didn't have it in them, but they are showing some grit, some determination, and Farley missing the opportunity on Perfecto at no man's end. How is he alive?
He's probably not so sure either. Perfecto just light flub of his lines, and yes, now you can actually play around that window when the smoke is present. Have your vision denied, and it's simple to deny Sticko just in that off angle. Tucked in on the box. Boom, it should find a frag here. Zen's so low.
This man's just a wizard. He's getting kills. He's still standing. I do not fathom this, and I don't understand how Simple's just found 3. We've got Perfecto with 1 as...
Big Perfecto And his headsets say it all.